Hey everybody, welcome to our weekend check-in video for Psych 5 Social Psychology for Saturday, April 1st. And I promise this is not the April Fool's edition, but I'm just going to go over a few items like I always do. So let's get started. First up here, your most recent Chapter 9 discussion on conformity. Most of you did a nice job with that and told some great stories, so I was pleased to see what you came up with there. Next up here is your final literature review paper that is due Monday, April 10th. So remember, you will find complete instructions in that dedicated APA literature review module. It's underneath Unit 5 of our course materials. So scroll down past Unit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At the bottom of the course page, you'll see the APA module. You want to open up the instructions for Component 2, which addresses the final literature review paper. When you open it up, there's a little short how-to video at the top of those instructions. You want to watch that because I show and tell you what you want to do. It's about 10 minutes. It'll really make your life easier, so please do watch that. Also below that video file link, you'll see an embedded file that's labeled instructions and checklist. Make sure that you take a look at those instructions and the checklist. The instructions have some pretty important details you need to know, but also there are embedded links there to a completed sample title page, abstract page, and a completed sample literature review paper itself. That's from that online writing lab, the OWL or the OWL. So definitely take a look at all those samples. That'll really help you out in terms of what you need to turn in. But also don't forget to take a look at the other part of that same file, the checklist portion there. A checklist is a list of do's and don'ts, things you do want to have in your paper and things you definitely do not want to have in your paper. So it's a good thing to review before you start writing so you kind of know that you're on the right track with things. So do check that out there. Um, and when you also sorry about that, a little glitch there. Also, when you turn it, again, the due date for your paper is Monday, April 10th, and don't forget for the policies on your syllabus and what you'll find at the bottom of the instructions and the submission area for the paper. Don't forget, there's a 3-day window to turn it in late there, but there are penalty deductions for turning it in late, so you can turn it in up to 72 hours late, which would be Thursday, April 13th, which 11:59 p.m. is the last time you can turn it in, but it's 10% off for being late, and it's 5% additional deduction there for every 24-hour period after the original due date and time of Monday, April 10th. So please keep that in mind there. And you are going to submit the paper in the dedicated submission area. It's right below the instructions in that APA literature review module. You can't miss it there. Read those instructions carefully and remember that it must be in Microsoft Word, so no PDFs, no Google Docs, etc. there. So make sure it's in Word and you shouldn't have any trouble there. And what you are going to be turning in there are 4 pages of actual literature review content. That is 4 full pages, not 3 1/4, not 3 1/2, but 4 full pages of information you found in your list of references there and how those things address your topic and thesis statement. That's what you're going to be writing about, so make sure that you present those things. Do not cite sources you don't have in a list of references, and also make sure you make this all about the literature. That is the research you found. This is not autobiographical. This is not a paper of lived experiences. Please make sure you write about the literature and how that addresses your topic and thesis statement. Not unlike like a little mini chapter you might find in a textbook that would address your topic and thesis statement. That's the tone, that's the style that you want to be writing with here. Make sure you incorporate any feedback you had there from part 1. There, some of you had some issues with your references or your APA style formatting of those, so please make sure that you have that corrected there because I gave you that feedback to help you avoid that sort of problem. Also, don't forget if you're having trouble writing the paper, there's the Writing and Reading Center over there in the library. They're on the ground floor, not too far from the main desk there. So they'll be glad to help you out. They can help with any kind of writing assignment, including this one. So do take advantage. And of course, there's no charge to use that there. Also be careful that when you cite your sources, and by the way, you need to cite all 5 of your references, and again, don't cite sources you don't have in your list of references. You need to say something about each one of those 5 references at a minimum there, so please make sure you do that. And when you are citing those sources, make sure you're paraphrasing, putting things in your own words. Otherwise, if you don't do that, if you just rearrange a few words and sentences, that's plagiarism, and that's going to cost you a lot of points there. So be careful about doing that, and do avoid excessive quoting in your paper there too. Some quoting is okay from your sources, but it should not be quote after quote after quote. That's not writing, and that will also cause you to lose a lot of points. So do be careful. Um, that's pretty much everything I wanted to say. Again, review the instructions you'll find in the module. Most of your questions you might have will be answered there. And do watch that little video I have at the top. That comes in handy too to get things done. Otherwise, that's everything I wanted to say for this time. We will not have a live session this coming Monday because we're on spring break. But when we come back after that the following week, I'll return to doing that. And I'll also post again a weekend video this coming Saturday on the 8th. All right. Otherwise, have a great spring break. I'll see you in the lecture videos when you get back. So take care until then. All right. Bye bye.